Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis. Welcome to CBT News with Cheyenne Malone.
Hi everyone, I'm Cheyenne Malone. It is Tuesday. Welcome back to CBT News. Here are today's top stories.
U.S. auto dealers are facing a significant software outage caused by a cyber attack on CDK Global, affecting over 15,000 retail locations. The attack, attributed to hacking group Black Suit, has disrupted CDK's dealer management system, essential for completing deals and tracking operations, forcing dealers like AutoNation and Lithium Motors to resort to manual paperwork. The outage is expected to last until midweek, raising concerns about its impact on June's U.S. auto sales. The Alliance for Automotive Innovation has petitioned the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to reconsider certain parts of a new rule requiring automated emergency braking systems in future vehicles. While the Alliance supports the overall requirement, it argues that some mandates, such as the need for systems to work at speeds up to 90 miles per hour, are nearly impossible to meet and would be prohibitively expensive. The rule, finalized in April, aims to reduce traffic deaths by requiring all vehicles sold in 2029 to include these systems, which use sensors, cameras, and software to detect potential crashes. John Bosella, president of the Alliance, expressed concerns that the rule would increase vehicle costs without significantly enhancing safety and could lead to more rear-end collisions. Despite these objections, NHTSA estimates the rule could save at least 360 lives and prevent 24,000 injuries annually. Tesla has added Mercedes-Benz to its coming soon list for Supercharger access on its NACS support webpage, joining General Motors, Volvo, and Polestar. This addition comes amid delays in the timeline for other automakers due to a chaotic reorganization of Tesla's charging team led by CEO Elon Musk. NACS, now certified as SAE J3400, uses the same connector Tesla vehicles have used for years, promising to simplify and improve EV charging. Currently, Ford and Rivian vehicles use Tesla's Supercharger network, and other manufacturers are expected to gain access, though the exact timeline remains unclear due to the recent staffing turmoil at Tesla. Rivian is focused on cost control and profitability, learning from its past as it aims to reduce vehicle production expenses significantly. Despite delivering over 50,000 vehicles in 2023 and roughly 14,000 in Q1 2024, Rivian expects a, messy second quarter due to a planned shutdown at its Normal, Illinois plant for cost reduction measures. CEO RJ Scaringe highlighted that these changes, including new supplier contracts and production upgrades, will not show benefits until Q3. The upgrades have reduced material costs by 35% and streamlined manufacturing, cutting over 500 parts from vehicle designs. However, the company aims to achieve a positive gross margin by year-end, bolstered by $8 billion in cash reserves, and plans to launch the more affordable R2 model in 2026, which has already garnered significant interest with 68,000 reservations. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with NAMAD Chairman Damian Mills and Vice Chairman Damon Lester to discuss the profound impact CDK's cyber attack has had on their businesses.
Take your dealership to the next level with over 6,800 on-air interviews with dealer and industry leaders. CBT News, dealers' most trusted source for news, content, and analysis.
When you heard that CDK was entertaining and now paying the ransom to get things back on, was that good news or troubling news in and of itself? Or is there some people out there that says, oh my gosh, we're paying them now, it's going to hit even more providers in retail automotive? I don't know what the right answer is here, but what was your feeling when you heard that?
Well, I think anything to get the businesses back operational. I think we've seen this happen before.
Yeah.
We've seen it happen, in various different other industries. And I think, I don't know what they have or haven't done. And so I've not been privy to that, but I do think, we all have a fiduciary responsibility to the clients that we serve, and we're their client. And they have a responsibility to us, and we obviously have a responsibility to the clients that we serve.
Sure.
And so, you know what, you plan for the worst, you hope for the best, and anything in between, you just got to deal with and navigate. And that's right. That's what we're having to do.
That's right. Damien was talking, I think, about you earlier when he was mentioning some of those first-time dealers, the smaller operators that are owner operators in there, working their dealerships every day, that this could hurt you much more than it hurts, a mega dealer out there. Is that do you find that to be the case?
We've always been in the expense management business, but now at this point, Jim, we are in the expense management and trying to get revenue to come in business. And so, you took for granted e-contracting and overnight funding and direct funding, customer pay, warranty pay. But now when those things kind of come to a halt and you're relying on kind of customer pay, you kind of see how the circle of life works in the dealership. And if all things come to a halt or to a stop or to a slowdown, that expense management business really becomes more prevalent and key for us. As again, I am a first generation, first dealer, first store. And, there's a lot of lessons learned. Hopefully my background as an accountant is helping, because process. But it's also teaching me that maybe I shouldn't have all my eggs in one basket as I grow. Sure. And I think that is something, as we all are looking at it, but like the Damian Mills of the world and their NAMAD members have multiple rooftops. We were taught that you want to keep everything in one for scale, price point. But when things like this happen going forward, hopefully there isn't a part two or another industry affecting another happening within our industry, that we all kind of try to look at things from a different viewpoint. Documentation is the key. And just taking the point of having a calculator on your desk now matters. And versus worrying about the keyboard stroke that many folks. And then I've teased some of my folks that were using their calculator on their phone. I'm like, hey man, why you ain't no 10 key? So it's like those little things kind of matter when you got to add things up manually now and have the right pen or right pad or right pencil in place. And so, it's forcing me to really take a better look at the business, business of being in auto. And looking at this from a learning standpoint, from not just myself as a dealer principal, but for also our managers, and how we can also, streamline as much as we can and operate effectively. But it is definitely taking a hit on cash flow, the timing of cash flow, from all facets of the business.
Well, that does it for us for today. But remember, it is easy to stay up to date with the most recent news and trends influencing the retail automotive industry. All you have to do is follow us. We're on TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, and X, formerly known as Twitter. I'm Cheyenne Malone. You have a good one.
CBT News, your #1 resource for auto industry news and content.